Good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Cupidi, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. It's Good Morning Grenada for today, Tuesday, the 3rd day of September. Howdy do?
Let the heavens and the praises
For today, Tuesday, the 3rd day
let the heathen bow their heads in shame.
It's indeed a good day to have a good day, yeah? Nice.
Let us sing
24 minutes on to. Good morning, Sissy. Kathy and Adams, how they do? Kathy and says good morning, Grenada, and all the listeners. Good morning. How is the Sunshine State? Give Solange, Zuri, and Kenneth my love, right? Mildred Smith, good morning to you and Shem. Yulin Swan, good morning. Yulin Alexander, oh my goodness, Yulin is always dancing with us this morning. Every morning Yulin dances. Lydia Cameron, good morning to you. Cicely Blackman. Mary E. Banks, good morning. Heaven Hill, good morning to you. Was indeed a pleasure seeing you yesterday. Gigi Giles, good morning to you and Denzo. Daphne and Sylvie. Nicholas, good morning also. 23 minutes on to the hour of 7 o'clock. Good morning to all the wonderful folks wherever you are. I hope you have readjusted your life pattern. School has reopened, right? So you have to get up a little earlier in preparation for the children to go off to school, and you've got to go off to work. You might be dropping them off, whatever. It's called accommodation, you know, adapting to the changes. Yeah, you've got to accommodate to that. All right, 23 minutes on to, let's get to the word of the day.
This
is the day.
Lord has made. So let us
And despite what the circumstances are, I will rejoice. And I know that's bothering them, eh?
hear my prayer.
When you expect me to buckle down and... no.
Well,
It doesn't work like that. Auntie Elsa and Trevs, good morning. My little cousins, Sammy, Skeeter Party,
just won't be the
Uncle Glidan, Cassie, Kali, Curti,
there is no God
and my little... What's her name again? I can't remember the names, man. I'm getting aged, you know.
for all you done.
But nonetheless, it's time for the word of the day. And the word of the day today, that word is skittle. Skittle. Skedaddle.
Oh, Father,
Skittle.
thank you for the sign.
And to skittle is to run away hurriedly or to flee.
Yes, I'm still alive. Play the music.
Skedaddle.
Oh, my child.
To run away hurriedly or to flee. As Oliver Samuels would say, to broke off in third speed.
Hear my prayer.
And here's how we can use that word in a sentence. As soon as they heard the approaching sirens, the burglars skittled from the scene of the crime.
Oh, you got the powers to turn this thing.
I'm yet to hear the reports from out of the Parkway for Labor Day yesterday.
And yes, you are my savior.
Yeah, I hope everything went well. I hope there are no Grenadians in any scuffles who had to skiddle away.
I breathe. Oh,
Yeah.
Father, you provide my needs.
Skedaddle, rather. I said skiddle, skedaddle.
You form my daily.
Skedaddle.
Oh, merciful Father.
Skedaddle. Skedaddle.
Oh, my
My bad. I do apologize, alright? To run away hurriedly or to flee. Nadisha, Debbie, and family, all the folks inside of Cafe and surrounding areas, Abigail and Holmesy and everybody, the Sandersons, it's time for the motivational tip of the day. Let's hit that.
whence cometh my help? My help comes from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. I can't tell the future, neither can I say the minute or the hour or my final day. But until my work is over, I'll try to do my best. And once
All the busmen of the nation, I know that you're taking your time, right?
Yes, Lord.
You're driving within the speed limits and everything like that.
Thank you for the privilege, oh merciful Father, to share this love you give.
You're stopping at the, designated bus stops.
Nothing more I want to do.
You're following all the traffic regulations. What up? And the driver of HD 390 and your passengers at this time, good morning. Zion, the crew coming over the hills. Good morning to each and every one of you. On the western side of the island, good morning. Martin, the Boopy, good morning. Going Sates through Montrose. And the motivational tip of the day. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. Oh, that is so true. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. Yeah, I like this one. This one is so true. Really true.
All your precious gifts to me.
10% and 90%. What happens to you? 10%. 90% how you react to it. Yeah. You don't stop at every barking dog. You know what I'm saying? Let the dog do its work. That's what they do. They bark and they poop here, there, and everywhere. You do your do, right? It's time for the nutritional health tip of the day. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Father, thank you for my daily bread. The enemy is ranting and raving, but you are there.
And safe source of clean drinking water is essential for survival and can help to promote a good quality of life and overall well-being. Having a stored emergency water supply is equally important in case of drought-like conditions or emergency situations. The human body is made up of 60% of water, and a constant supply needs to be consumed to ensure the body functions normally. It is important to store a large quantity of water that will meet your family's needs in the case of an emergency or disaster. 1 gallon of water should be stored per person per day for 3 days for drinking and sanitation. It is advised to store at least a 2-week supply of water if possible. More water should be stored for pregnant women, people who are sick, and pets. Wash the storage container with soap and rinse completely with water. Before storage, it is important to sanitize storage containers with 1 teaspoon of unscented liquid household chlorine bleach in 4 cups of water. In cases where you are using groundwater, it is important to distill the water before by boiling and filtering it. Rainwater can be boiled, filtered, and stored for household and other purposes. Boiling will kill the bacteria and other microorganisms. Remember to drink the recommended amount of water daily to help maintain hydration and a healthy body. Men should drink 13 cups and women 9 cups, while children ages 4 to 8 should drink 5 cups and children 9 to 13 should drink 5 to 6 cups. Until next time, the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council reminds you to look, eat, and feel well.
Rolls ring a bell? Yes, they keep the body working.
Sharon Paul and the posse out there in Beaton, good morning to you.
So let us rejoice.
Tanti, how do you do? Let's see what's buzzing this morning. Buzzing quickly. The GWPU appeals for more avenues for pension reform. In the region, we hear Trinidad police investigating the murder of a former officer. Internationally, Hamas says Gaza captives will return in coffins if Israel continues the raids. And in sports, GFA parts ways with Connor and Joseph is back at the helm. We'll have more of these in the news. And the news comes up just about now.
served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sun Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Get ready for non-stop cricket excitement as GBN brings you live coverage of this year's Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League. Please note there will be some adjustments to our regular programming lineup on Tuesday, September 3rd, Wednesday, September 4th, Thursday, September 5th, and Friday, September 6th. Transitions will be at 5:05 p.m. GBN television news will air at 6 p.m., followed by a repeat right after the CPL match. And don't miss the rebroadcast of transitions after the news repeat. GBN with you anywhere and everywhere with the best in sports coverage. Stay tuned and stay informed with GBN.
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Tuesday, September 3rd, 2024. Coming up in the news, GWPU appeals for more avenues for pension reform. In the region, Trinidad police investigating murder of a former officer. Internationally, Hamas says Gaza captives will return in coffins if Israel continues their raids. And in sports, the Grenada Football Association parts ways with Connor and Joseph back at the helm. We've got the details to this and more after these messages.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Good morning. With the news in detail, I am Gordon Joseph. Brian Grimes, president of the Grenada Public Workers Union, the GPWU, is urging government to open more avenues for discussions on pension reform. Grimes opined that the proposed October 1st implementation date for the new pension scheme might not be achievable without productive dialogue.
We are saying that is being implemented too fast. At the disadvantage of our members, we have flagged a number of things in the document that needs to be addressed and negotiated. And October 1st in our view, is an unrealistic implementation date if it's done where both parties are seriously involved. And again, we will do all within our power legitimately to ensure that our members' rights are respected. We will do everything in our power legitimately.
The union boss expressed concerns that despite numerous attempts to address issues with the proposed pension formula, the efforts have been met with limited success.
We're talking about pension reform. We publicly stated we need more engagement. We privately stated we need more engagement. And despite that, they are still pushing ahead. I don't know what else to say. Right? There is a common thread that they keep overlooking the union. And again, this is not about Brian Graham. This is the principle of collective bargaining and honoring the protocols that they would have signed on to with the ILO. Right? And this is not good. This is not good at all. Right? So yeah, some can say you're not seeing the union on the streets and so forth. You ain't seeing them in the media so much. You ain't seeing them marching. All is well. Yes, we are just trying to maintain our patience, and we are trying to do all in our power to maintain a good industrial relations climate. But we really calling on the government of Grenada to engage us more.
The PW continues to advocate for more inclusive discussions to ensure that any changes to the pension system are fair and beneficial to all public workers. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada, IMA Grenada, has addressed recent concerns regarding discounting claims and false advertisements associated with one of its marketing agents, China Hengsheng Development Pte. Limited. In a press release on Thursday, the IMA said after careful review and analysis of the claim and a meeting with senior officials of the China Hengsheng Development Pte. Limited and the leadership of the IMA Grenada held on August 26, 2024, it can confirm that the agency is currently investigating the matter. Senior officials of the marketing agent have assured the IMA that all marketing materials produced accurately represent the agency's current accepted practices and policies regarding pricing. They also clarified that the LinkedIn post in question, which raised concerns about discounting and false advertising, was based on outdated information. IMA Grenada said it does not endorse or support any false or misleading claims about its services, investment opportunities, or the benefits associated with their programs. It said it stands steadfast against any and all advertisement or communication, written and oral, that inaccurately represents its offerings as they do not reflect its policies or accepted practices. Equipping young or youth directors, persons working in youth development, and youth leaders with the necessary skills to become first responders and assist youth in navigating emotional and mental health challenges is the focus of the CARICOM Mental Health First Aid, that's the MHFA program. According to Michelle Small-Barkley, Program Manager for Youth Development at the CARICOM Secretariat, the program will provide these professionals with the tools and knowledge to effectively support young people, particularly those who may be in a greater need of attention and are hesitant to seek professional mental health services. By building the capacity of youth directors, workers, and leaders, the region can ultimately foster healthier and more resilient communities. Our goal is to prepare and empower our youth directors, youth officers, and youth leaders across the community to recognize and address the needs of these individuals, ensuring that those in need receive the care and guidance they require, stated the program manager. The MHFA program is free and will be delivered over 6 weeks, commencing in September 2024. Ms. Small-Barkley explained that the program will be experiential with a strong emphasis on a hands-on approach and fieldwork to ensure participants learn and apply the knowledge and skills in real-world situations. Now that concludes the local segment of news. Stay with us. The regional roundup and international developments are straight ahead. It's 5 minutes on to 7 o'clock. We now join the Caribbean News Desk for this morning's edition of the Regional Roundup.
From the Caribbean News Desk, the morning edition. Good morning. I'm Kendall Morgan.
And I'm Dennis Chabrol with the latest from across the Caribbean.
The United States has seized the plane that Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro had used on several trips, including his visit to St. Vincent and the Grenadines late last year, for talks involving a number of CARICOM leaders. More from Dennis Chabrol.
President Maduro flew on the plane to St. Vincent and the Grenadines last December for border controversy talks with Guyana's President Irfan Ali. Several other regional leaders attended the talks, which led to the signing of the Argyle Declaration. The Dassault Falcon 900LX, bearing registration marking T7 ESPRT, was seized in the Dominican Republic by U.S. agents and transferred to the U.S. state of Florida. The U.S. claimed it was illegally bought for $13 million and smuggled out of the country. U.S. officials said the plane was seized for suspected violations of U.S. export control and sanctions laws. They added that an investigation found that people affiliated with Mr. Maduro had allegedly used a Caribbean-based shell company to hide their involvement in the plane's illegal purchase from a company based in Florida in late 2022 and early 2023.
Saying that 4 political parties are too many for Montserrat's small population, 2 of the parties have announced a merger ahead of the island's October 24th general elections. Opposition leader Paul Lewis announced yesterday that his People's Democratic Movement, which won 3 of the 9 seats in the last elections, will pull the National Progressive Movement of former Premier Donaldson Romeo under its banner for the upcoming polls.
We believe the people when they said that 4 parties is just too much parties. For a population of 4,380 persons, Honorable Donaldson Romeo and myself, Honorable Paul Lewis, we have decided to listen to the people and to take on board the wishes of the people and to demonstrate that we are prepared to work in unity from now.
For his part, Donaldson Romeo, who battled leadership issues ahead of the last elections, says he is happy to take the deputy leader's role in the merged party.
I also want to let the people know out there that as a former premier and leader, sometimes leaders have a difficulty with stepping and allowing another person to lead. And there are those who believe that everybody wants to be chief and nobody wants to be Indian. So I'm letting the public know that every chief must be willing to be an Indian when called upon to be an Indian. And I'm happy to perform this role.
This merged People's Democratic Movement will contest the October elections against the ruling Movement for Change and Prosperity of outgoing Premier Joseph Farrell and the recently formed United Alliance of former Premier Reuben Meade.
The Kenyan-led United Nations multinational mission to Haiti, MSS, has called on gangs in the country to surrender to authorities. The team says that now it has received more vehicles and other equipment from the United States. They'll be conducting clearance operations in the 3 areas and their environs to weed out gangs. The operation will be done in collaboration with the Haiti National Police in a bid to have these areas return to normalcy. According to the multinational mission, the operation will be conducted from all fronts, including air, sea, and land, to allow normal flow of people and vehicular movement.
Guyana's parliamentary opposition says the failure of government and opposition parliamentarians to work together is causing people to lose faith in the democratic system. Mr. Ganesh Mai Paul was yesterday addressing the opening of the 46th conference of the Caribbean, the Americas, and the Atlantic region of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association being held in Guyana. He said major problems include the erosion of public trust, scandals, corruption, and the perception that elected officials are more interested in self-preservation than public public service.
This loss of faith in parliamentary institutions undermines the legitimacy of democracy itself. When people feel that their voices are not being heard or that their representatives are disconnected from their realities, voter apathy increases and the very fabric of democracy begins to fray.
Chairman of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, Barbados' House Speaker Arthur Holder, wants parliaments in the Caribbean, Americas and the Atlantic region to address improving security. He was speaking at yesterday's opening of the 46th CPA conference in Guyana.
What have we done to improve security for parliamentarians inside and outside of Parliament? Are we going to wait till some of our parliamentarians are assassinated before we actually take vital steps to improve security? These are things that I want this conference to examine with purpose.
This has been the morning edition from the Caribbean News Desk. You may contact us by phone or WhatsApp at +592 700 9293. Thanks for listening.
And looking further afield, the armed wing of the Palestinian group Hamas says captives held in Gaza would return to Israel in coffins if Israel military pressure continues, warning that new instructions had been given to its fighters guarding the captives in case Israeli troops approach. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's insistence on freeing the captives through military pressure instead of reaching a deal means they will go back to their families in coffins. The families have to choose between receiving them dead or alive. Abu Ubaida, spokesman for the Qassam Brigade, said in a statement on Monday, 2 days after the bodies of 6 captives were recovered by Israel. And finally, Donald Trump has pledged to make in vitro fertilization, that's IVF treatment, free for all women, and criticized the 6 weeks abortion ban in Florida, the latest bid by the Republican to rebrand himself as a defender of reproductive rights. Speaking at a campaign stop, Trump said he would require the government or insurance companies to cover all costs for IVF if elected to a second term as president in November. That's the regional roundup and international news. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. Good morning, sporting fans. Soccer dominates this morning. Shalry Joseph is back in the post of head coach of the national senior men's football team. This comes after the Grenada Football Association parted ways with Terry Connor a little over 1 year in the position of head coach. Joseph first became head coach of Grenada's national team in March 2018. In March 2020, he returned to the United States and joined his former club, the New England Revolution, in a coaching role. And the former New England Revolution midfielder had then signed a 2-year contract to be the coach of the Grenada national team, for whom he made 20 appearances over his career. The association has not offered much in way of reasons for Connor's departure, except to say the relationship was no longer working out to be mutually satisfying. At the time of his installation, the GFA had stated that Connor came with 25 years of senior coaching and management experience under his belt in the Premier League, English Football League, the Republic of Ireland, and internationally in Cyprus. As head coach, Joseph's first order of business is preparation for Grenada's engagement in the CONCACAF Nations League. Former national player Anthony Nixon Modest will serve as his assistant. That's the sports at this time. Still with us, the weather forecast is straight ahead, followed by a recap of the headlines. And folks, for the latest weather forecast, we join forecaster at the Met Office, my good friend Cassie Johnson. Good morning, Cassie.
Good morning to you and good morning to the listeners. Here is the weather for today, Tuesday, 3rd September 2024. Currently at the airport, conditions are partly cloudy with adjacent showers. Winds are from the east at 11 miles per hour. Pressure 1012.3 millibars, which is below normal and rising. Present temperature 28.5 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 83%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 30.7 degrees Celsius. Minimum temperature last night 27.0 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, there was 1.4 millimeters of rainfall at the airport, which brings the total for the month to 3.2 millimeters. Looking at the public forecast, valid for today and tonight, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy with few brief isolated showers, improving by evening. Today's maximum temperature, 30.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Tides are currently falling and will be low at 10 a.m., high at 3:30 p.m. Sunset today, 6:15, sunrise tomorrow, 5:56. Again, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy with few brief isolated showers, improving by evening. From the Met Office, I am Cassia Johnson.
Thank you very much, Cassia. Have yourself a wonderful day now.
Thank you, same to you.
Folks, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick and Thompson Company. To end the news at 7 minutes after 7 o'clock, a recap of the headlines. GWPU appeals for more avenues for pension reform. In the region, Trinidad police investigating the murder of a former officer. Internationally, Hamas says Gaza captives will return in coffins if Israel continues their raids. And in sports, GFA parts ways with Connor and Shalry Joseph back at the helm. That's the morning edition of news for today, Tuesday, September 3rd, 2024. On behalf of the entire news department, I'm Gordon Joseph, thanking you for listening, wishing you a productive day, and extending the invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere.
As we get ready to give thanks the long Thanksgiving weekend, Legends Promotions presents the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Saturday, October 26th, Grenada Trade Center at 7:30 p.m. Featuring the 1980 Calypso Monarch Survivor, together with Stubbles, 10 times Calypso Monarch Scholar, alongside Luta, Tobago Cuso, and 7 times Soca and 10 times Road March King, Super Blue. Super Blue. Tickets cost $60 and are available at all Gittins Healthcare Pharmacies, Wall Street, Grenville, and Guelph, Springs Shopping Center, St. David's Pharmacy, Clear Vision Eye Care Center, on the Carinage, and Gittins Pharmacy, St. George's. It's the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Saturday, October 26th, Thanksgiving weekend, Grenada Trade Center, 7:30 p.m. You can't afford to miss this one.
Spend $50 or more at any Hubbard's department or participating outlets for a chance to win free fuel, free drinks, free prizes, free property and vehicle insurance, free Hub TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady milk, free passes to Sunshine promotion events for 2024, free groceries, all for one whole year. And every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in style in a brand new Isuzu D-Max. It sips, it doesn't guzzle. So fill out your entries and place them into the marked entry boxes. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenlac, Floor, Salt Petroleum, Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Caribberies, Coop Bank, Sesame Spain, and Food Fear. Promotion runs from April 2nd to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
Get ready for non-stop cricket excitement as GBN brings you live coverage of this year's Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League. Please note there will be some adjustments to our regular programming lineup on Tuesday, September 3rd, Wednesday, September 4th, Thursday, September 5th, and Friday, September 6th. Transitions will be at 5:05 p.m. GBN television news will air at 6 p.m., followed by a repeat right after the CPL match. And don't miss the rebroadcast of transitions after the news repeat. GBN with you anywhere and everywhere with the best in sports coverage. Stay tuned and stay informed with GBN.
All right, good morning, one and all. Welcome to the conversation. It's 12 minutes after 7 o'clock, and I was hoping to have a particular gentleman with me this morning to voice some concerns and so forth. Unfortunately, that did not happen, so I do not have any active guest with me. However, you are my guest this morning, and I'm hoping that you will call in and voice any concern you have. School reopened yesterday. There are a plethora of things that are happening out there in your communities, and this is your opportunity to highlight some of them. If you're going to call in, ensure that you be as brief as possible and as sane as possible. All right, so the numbers. It's 435-2041. Just want to say a very special good morning to you, Miss Valerie Farray. Hope you're having a wonderful day. There's somebody celebrating a birthday today. All right, Zamora Plenty. Good morning, Zamora. I hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy your birthday to the fullest. Your grandmom Mildred Smith wants you to enjoy it to the highest. All right. One Negro shot 5 people on Eastern Parkway yesterday during the Labor Day parade. Okay. Yeah, hence the reason I was not interested in going. Yeah, I don't like these big crowds. Nutmeg Queen is back with us. Good morning, Nutmeg Queen. Hope you're doing fine. All right, Dinah Henry. Good morning from Vincy. Hi, Vincy. How you doing? All right, give Ralph my regards. All right, good morning to everyone on the GBN Live Network. Blessings to all. Mr. Gordon, have a great day. So says Joseph Ross. Wendy Williams is with us also. Rochelle Cummings. Grenada, good morning, Grenada and Innocent. Counting down my days for back to work. Ooh, I know how that feels. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Yeah, hello?
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Yes, I just called you to remind you, today is the 3rd of September, eh? That is what was that tune I'm telling you about, is Lou Smith, one of his favorite. Papa was a Rolling Stone. The 3rd of September, I must remember.
Okay.
So I would like you to play this morning, please.
I'll try my best, all right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Papa was a Rolling Stone. That was one of Lou Smith's favorite. Every 3rd of September, he used to play it.
Okay. What's the significance of the 3rd of September, though?
Huh?
What's the significance of the 3rd of September?
The significance?
Yeah.
Well,
is it something historic or something?
Yeah?
Is the 3rd of September, is it a historical date in Grenada?
I don't know.
Okay.
I never knew that.
Okay.
I know.
Okay, but Lou always played it on the 3rd of September.
No, the 3rd of September is the name of a Papa Was a Rolling Stone. That is in the tune.
Oh, okay.
The tune that Lou Smith used to play every 3rd of September.
Right, okay.
The name of the tune is, look for it, Papa Was a Rolling Stone.
Papa Was a Rolling Stone, okay.
Yeah, wherever he laid his head was his home.
Oh, okay, all right.
A tune is a tune, but every 3rd of September Lou Smith used to play.
All right, very fond memories, all right?
That tune, yes.
Okay, thank you, bro.
You understand it now?
Yes, I get the drift. All right. Have a good one, man. All right, good. Blessings. The memories of the great legendary Lou Smith here. 16 minutes after 7 o'clock. May his soul continue to rest in peace. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning, sweetheart. What going on, boy?
Nothing like one.
Papa, when I hear news and things, so it does make me tremble.
What news?
Who want to send back people in body bag? Who buy plane? What going on in the world anyway? We are not here to talk about. Let me forget them people over see they brighter than me. Let me talk about something in Grenada.
I endorse that. Yes, I endorse it. Dance a yard before you dance abroad.
Yes, me papa. Just talk. Let me come back home now. Listen now. People come in and do business in this country by they getting all the concession, they getting years, and after they make the money they set out to make, either they sell it for their partner or they leave it. Look at what's going on with Kenco. I wonder if the cane wasn't to prepare the ground for another plant.
What's going on with Kenco?
How they closed the door, the man was thanking the workers, they work so hard. And today, how much of them are working, they no job for them again.
Really?
And the place there, they didn't tell us that they boss, they didn't tell us, they just say, well, thanks for the people, and then they closing the door. So I don't know what's going on. So I don't know if the cane was to prepare another chapter in Grenada. Look at me, innocent. I'm born and grown in this little country. I can't even get a little bathroom to make little life easier for me in my little workplace. But when them big fish come, they getting everything nice. And after they just dump us. And in Lagos Road, you remember the man that buy all his land and everything, and then he sell half for somebody else, and everybody just getting everything nice, and we have to struggle. Anyhow, Papa.
I wonder why that is happening, boy. What you figure?
It look like I have to find out what them big folks does do, but I don't have money. It's just more to have. So I mean to say they could help us too, though. I mean, let them people let them come and enjoy and happy. I like enjoyment, I like people to come in and do, but oh God, we can get one little thing and them getting everything. And then when they make it now, they gone back in the country and they leave us. We have to struggle again.
Okay, well.
Hey, sing in Grenada. Kariku don't know. Bye-bye, baby. Have a good day.
Have a good one. I did not know of this situation with Kenco. I really didn't know that. I'll do some investigation into that. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Innocent, this is your big brother I love, man.
Hey, how you do, papi?
I do. Continue, you are still doing. Listen, that tune, that woman, that guy before this, the lady called there. Now, they request with 002 Cousin Lou, my good friend. Now, the 3rd of September is coming down from the Temptation. Papa is a Rolling Stone. Now, Lou Smith always played at the 3rd of September. Now, that is a good advice for people. Because Papa is a man, he doesn't idle. So he's giving us all the advice, how to move and when to move. Papa is a Rolling Stone. Wherever he lays his head is his home. That means he always on the move, walking. He's not an idle man. So that's a good lesson for we all to learn.
Okay.
Especially those idlers in our country.
Mr.
Have a nice day and God bless.
Hold on, don't run out yet. What happened? Your credit running out on you or what?
No, I know no credit.
Okay, all right. Listen, what's happening in your community, man? How is Labary going?
Well, Labary kind of, is very quiet.
Okay. The boys behaving themselves?
Labary coming from the junction coming. It's very quiet. Not even music, not even, you could hardly even hear a radio playing in our house.
Okay, that's good.
Except except I put on a song system and keep it lively.
Okay. All right. Well, let's hope it remains. Hey, don't call me Lou, boy.
I got some of them. Listen, Innocent.
Yes.
I'm so lucky to catch you because every time I call, the answer I get in the box full. So what I'm gonna do? I will use a grip to call it. Anything after suitcase is grip.
Now you could use a barrel too.
More than that. So all the best and God bless you.
Have a good one. Thank you, man. Same to you. Our blessings. Lucille Pascal, good morning. It's 21 minutes after 7 o'clock. Yeah, I did not know that all these things happening with Kenko. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Innocent for you, do boy?
I ain't do it yet, but I go do it,
But I know you go do, You sure you ain't start yet?
I ain't start yet. When I start to do, you must know. Thunder go roll.
Innocent, you have so much power, boy?
Talk to me.
Innocent, I want to say congratulations to the present administration for the way that they have handled the school affairs. Now, the duration fee, I noticed yesterday I drive around and I see so many new faces, children going out to school, and it's very good. What I want, and they look very presentable. What I want the children to do, well, children don't listen to this program, so the parents, what I want them to do is to continue, keep pressing on, and continue to speak to the children and let them know it's not easy. Because in the past, like in your and I days maybe, there was no help in this way for we to go to school. And, so when you look at the children today, they have the opportunity, and they should see the importance and embrace it. I heard somebody say yesterday or the day before on Godfrey show that they don't see the importance of all children going to school, whether you pass common entrance or not. But that's their opinion. My opinion is, some children are slow, and the day they go to do the exam, they could fail. But it doesn't mean that they shouldn't be given a chance. Given a chance now is another story. It's up to you to see the importance. Take out if the people would look the young children and see, because they're uneducated, some of them innocent, for the parents is in poverty and trouble. I really hope that they would really see the importance and really take it in. And thanks again to the administration. Innocent, thank you. Have a lovely day.
You too, my dear. Have a good one, eh? Have a good one. And a special good morning to you, Miss Brenda Phillip. Hope you're doing fine. Yep. All right. I've got someone here is saying this to me, and that's interesting. All right. Let's see. Hello, good morning, Innocent. Greetings. Do you want to learn to play the steel pan? Then here is your opportunity. The Republic Bank Angel Haps Pan School starts on the 9th of September 2024. Register now. Go to www.angelhapsgrenada.com to register. Pan classes will be on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. That's a nice initiative. I like that. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Pleasant morning to you, sir.
Welcome to the program.
I support that last caller. I find the administration, from the time they came into power, they are doing an excellent job. And I find it strange that we're going through a period of the burial crisis with the hurricane. And the opposition is always on a negative light. I thought they would have used that opportunity to show their supporters that we are willing to work hand in hand with the government. But it's only fight down of negativism, no avenues for cooperation. And that's a media outlet outside here on the airways, just propagating negativism. By what? God bless you all, eh?
But Papas, don't let her raise your pressure too
No,
high,
you see, I don't want to stay long, but you see why raising my pressure is is that they can't have called a convention for their own party. They divided among themselves. They sweep your house first, sir. Make sure your house clean, your carpet clean, your steps scrub. But instead of that, you walk in Grenada, all of us live in. Look how good the country is running. Concession for the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. And they're trying their best to rebuild. But they're pointing fingers of negativism always. Mister, you have a nice day, brother.
You too, Papi. Yeah, keep the pressure down, all right? Go and drink yourself some bitter bush. It's 26 minutes after 7 o'clock. It's Tuesday, the 3rd of September. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Innocent. How are you, man?
I am doing fine. How about you?
Yeah, but your partner, they jamming, are they in the kitchen doing other things?
Well, Carnival done long, you're jamming still. What?
Yeah, well, I've always been jamming, and I don't wait for Carnival to jam, man.
Lovely, lovely.
Yeah. So all is well.
I hope so. What I could fix, and what I can't fix, I leave it in the hands of God.
Precisely.
Yes.
Take control.
Yes.
That's the approach.
Good.
I heard a news item this morning coming from the Grenada Football Association.
Okay.
And I hope I'm anxiously waiting to hear if the members of the Football Association, the different affiliations, will question the team, that GFA, as to what is the meaning of what was said this morning, because they didn't give a definitive reason as to why. They said that the relationship, as in my own words, became untenable.
Okay.
So I'm eagerly waiting to hear the responses. If the affiliations would not demand, tell us exactly what it is happening. Give us the details. And some of those news media personnel that call themselves journalists would not go and dig inside of GFA to get the real reason behind the man not being the coach again.
Do you have a hint as to what transpired?
No.
Okay.
It's some confusion I'm simulating this morning.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Additionally, the gentleman who spoke before me, he made a very valid point. And I made a post in relation to that. You have a party that is in opposition. Whenever there is in opposition, and I'm long enough to give that history, they never settle. They always give in trouble. And I don't know why. It seems like the Kit Mitchell and the NMP does not be satisfied with being in the opposition. When you're in the opposition, it gives you a chance to view things from a different perspective, a different side. And I think if they take the time to sit back and analyze what is happening, it will serve them a lot better. The gentleman made the point, and I have made it already. You cannot fix your own house. Your uncles, your aunties, your nenes, everybody, your brothers, your sisters is giving advice, and you're pelting all of them out the window. But you're telling me you want to come and fix mine. How is that possible? You know what I mean? And I hope that those persons and surrogates, those word pieces, are looking at that. You know what I mean? They are asking for, you're breaking the party convention. You have a constitution on it. You're breaking it. You're blatantly disregarding it and putting all sorts of stipulations. And your elders, those directors that are there, giving you advice, you're totally ignoring every one of them. And they are scholars in their field. I may not necessarily be on par with them most of the time because they are part of the problems, the reason that we are in that problem today. Because they have supported the former Prime Minister in all of his doings and did not guide him properly then. That is why we have some of those problems now, because they have sat there silently, knowing what he was doing was wrong, and did not advise him properly, would never really come out in the public to voice the disappointment with what he was doing. But as I leave, I hope that they will really settle down.
Okay.
We need an opposition party in Grenada, but we don't need a destabilizer. Everything that the government do, they are criticizing it. Maybe my last point would be the one of the speaker with the former Prime Minister. Innocent, if you are in Parliament and you make a statement, that statement may be correct. But if another member of the House object to that statement or rise on the floor and said, well, look, that statement that you're making is incorrect, it is the right of the speaker to ask for proof of that, the proof of what the speaker is, the point that he was making. And if he cannot provide that proof, he has to withdraw it. It does not mean that his statement is not right. And it does not mean that he cannot come back at another time with the proof and make the statement in the House. But here is the so-called father of the House, who knows the rules. He has been there how much? Almost 40 years. Yeah? And you are blatantly disregarding the rules of the House. And you have young people outside looking at you. Put me out. I enjoy it. I mean, come on. We have to set examples for the young people, the same young people who say we love. What is really happening? And people in the media should be highlighting those things, criticizing it, and not supporting it. Because what is being done is wrong. There are rules that govern the House.
Caller, if you continue for much longer, I will put you out, you know.
No. I don't want you to put me out. I just want to make a point. Because, see, sometimes I think our people are just remaining just silent on a lot of things that is happening. And the young people, that is the young people who are there, and they are looking onto this sort of thing. They will think that what is happening is correct. And it's not. They need to have people who will come out and say, no. Come on.
Yeah, right is right, and wrong would always be wrong. There's a right way to do things, and
I'm somewhat disappointed that the former Prime Minister said that and he had to be suspended in terms of his speech. But we have to do things right. We have to do things right, and our people out there, including you, Jericho, Innocent. I said Jericho, my
Why are you mixing me up? One call me Lou, one call me Jericho. I'm not going there now.
You have to realize that there are some forerunners before you.
Well, of course.
That was very good. Lou Smith and Jericho is one of them. Okay. We miss them dearly. So you have to make your mark now.
Have a good one, Papi.
Good morning, my brother.
Have a good one. Always. Blessings. All right, folks, it's 28 minutes on to 8 o'clock. We take a commercial break. Before we do that, let me just take this comment here via our WhatsApp platform. Good morning, Innocent. I'm asking the ministry if all schools have security. My reason is my son is going to a secondary school in town and no security at the gate nor inside. So tell us if government securing our children. Yeah, that is a cause for, in this day and age, security is of critical importance. But so the relevant authorities will have to, look into this. All right, let's go. We'll take a commercial break. We'll be back after this.
My name is Amanda, and I smoked while I was pregnant. My baby was born 2 months early and weighed only 3 pounds. This is the view I had of her in the NICU. My tip to you is speak into the opening so your baby can hear you better.
Get ready for non-stop cricket excitement as GBN brings you live coverage of this year's Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League. Please note there will be some adjustments to our regular programming lineup on Tuesday, September 3rd, Wednesday, September 4th, Thursday, September 5th, and Friday, September 6th. Transitions will be at 5:05 p.m. GBN television news will air at 6 p.m., followed by a repeat right after the CPL match. And don't miss the rebroadcast of transitions after the news repeat. GBN with you anywhere and everywhere with the best in sports coverage. Stay tuned and stay informed with GBN.
I want you to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it, and relax it. Eliminate violence.
A hurricane is more than just a storm. So when a hurricane is coming, please prepare your home. You can do this by having an emergency kit ready, covering your windows, trimming your trees, clearing your gutters, reinforcing your garage doors, installing a generator, and knowing your evacuation routes. Failing to do so can lead to immense damage to your home. Thank you, and please stay safe this hurricane season.
All right, welcome back. It's 23 minutes on to 8 o'clock. This is a clarion call to the folks at Nawassa. There has been a broken pipe, a broken main in the Hope vicinity, Hope in St. Andrew. That's close to Robbie's place. And that pipe has been broken for over a month. It is stated that numerous calls were made to Nawassa to have that problem rectified, but up to this point it has not. And we know water is costly and could be a scarcity at times. So please, Nawassa, give it some urgent attention, all right? It's in Hope, close to Robbie's place. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph. Greetings.
Welcome.
Mr. Joseph, I would like to refer to a question thrown out by one of your callers a little earlier, where you were discussing the issue related to how Cane-Co just dropped the workers and so on and they're disappearing because for whatever reason, not given. And you have to remember, to these days is not what you want to know. Is what you need to know. That's the new system, right?
Good.
So let's not worry about that part of it. But here is Mr. Jones. You ask the question as follows. What do you think that we can do? This is a powerful question, you know, Mr. Joseph. There is something that we can do. As a matter of fact, there are many things that we can do. I won't give a few here just in a couple of seconds of my intervention. One, we have to establish Grenada as Grenada's mother country. In other words, Grenada cannot be a politically independent and sovereign nation state operating under systems where the strings for our economy and whatever we do here are pulled outside of Grenada by powerful monetary influences. We had to straighten that out. A country cannot be politically independent and sovereign if it is ruled by a mother country. You with me, Mr. Joseph? And this is a fact established. Look around the world, you'll see. We had to do that. We had to establish a new constitution and get rid of the imperial order and council of the Queen's Most Excellent Majesty have been bluffing us for 50 years, Mr. Joseph. And within that, amongst other things, we have to establish a title, a chapter with its relevant article people's relative, Mr. Joseph, to the quote-unquote economic structure of the country. The economic structure of the country established in its constitution will set the path into the future based on the facts that I established. One, your labor force and its capacity. Mr. Joseph, your natural resources and your the capacity related to human resources and your natural resources. We have to build our economy on that. In other words, we have to build our economy to produce into the future, not to go there with cap in hand, begging. No, we have to understand that when we do that, we will set the course for the future of Grenada with every Grenadian involved, not political parties alone. That has to end. The fact is that we have to do what we have to do, but these people who parachute into power because they have money used by the handlers to set them the big $1 million deals, selling the politics of the country, continue to sell our passports and the greatest of our dignity, our citizenship, we're in trouble. Young men and women of this here country, open your goddamn eyes and let mine be the goddamn door as we follow things into the future. Have a nice day for what it's worth, Mr. Joseph.
Thank you, caller. Have yourself a great day likewise. Folks, it's 19 minutes on to 8 o'clock. One of my WhatsApp contributors say, I agree with the caller that says being the opposition party should not mean to oppose every breath the other party takes. For now, they are representing an area of the land and should address the needs of their area. And when the next election comes around and there is an issue that binds them, then act like a party. A party is for change, and if the leader is doing good, support the leader. We should not treat politics like a lifelong attachment to a team. Support your MP and tell them what party they should be with. Also, there's another comment here that I want to read. It says, good morning, Innocent. Now that the workers at the Grenada Postal Corporation have been regularized, I hope to see an improvement in service, especially in mail delivery. We do have a caller via our WhatsApp platform. Good morning, caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph.
Welcome to the program, sir.
Yes. God bless you.
Thank you. Same to you.
Mr. Joseph, I know you goes around the language, English language. I don't know for foreign language. You heard you say you go to grandmother. You may know a little patois as such.
Yeah, tout bagay bon.
Okay, fine, thanks. Pali, you might listen to the elderly people. What does the word Pali really mean? Pali.
Pali or Pali?
You could say Pali, you could say Pali.
I can't remember what Pali means. What it means? Is it to talk or something?
I asked Chiti the question once. I'm leading that question to you so we could come up. Where does the word parliament come from?
Oh, well, it's not parliament, because it's IA, P-A-R-L-I-A.
Oh, because what I've heard way back, it was a place for old talk when the slave owners will get together, sip their coffee, drink, boast about too much women, they exploit the black women, and to them it was a pleasure in having old talk and that and boast, and that was in the English system. As a result, that has been handed down to us. We're not boasting about too much women, we have been exploited, but if you listen to Parliament sometimes, people do not understand the seriousness of the affairs of people they represent. That is why the United States don't say Parliament House. The United States say House of Representatives. Because when you are elected, when you sit in Parliament, you're not sitting as a political party. You are sitting as a representative of a constituency. So irrespective the people in the constituency support, whether black, white, green, yellow, when you reach in parliament, you're not speaking for color. You are speaking for the people you represent. And that will mean all the people in your constituency. So when you see something occur in parliament, if one man, and this is why I can't agree with that, if one man make an error, whether it's an error, or if one man feel he's right over something, the other representative that is in the parliament house, it does not pertain to them because they are not sitting as a political party representative. They are sitting now as representative of the constituency. So it means that I don't have to agree with you inside the parliament if you do something wrong, because my constituency didn't send you for that. My constituency sent you to seek the interests of me. You are speaking on the behalf of that entire constituency. So that entire constituency must stand to benefit whatever is being done in the country and be protected from any wrong or whatever can harm them in the constituency, because it will affect them in the country. So people must get it right. Okay. Get out from the old English system, a place of old talk. You come, you don't care who you represent again. And remember, you are elected to represent a constituency. That is why the Speaker of the House, when he call on you, he say, member from whatever the constituency, he call the constituency name. He cannot say, member of a political party, your turn now at this. And that goes to irrespective to what side you might be sitting on in the parliament. So there is a lot of things that people need to understand, and we need to educate ourselves about. And as long as we have it in that kind of manner, we still remain those old slave owners that sat, both how they exploit people, sip their coffee, old talk and laugh, and decide to continue with exploitation. Go and check out the word pali.
I will. I definitely will. Thank you, caller. All right. Have a good day. Okay. A very interesting aspect of the conversation there. We have a caller online. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Innocent. Should I say King Innocent? I am delighted to get on the air this morning, and thank you for taking my call. Listen, as it relates to the caller or callers, yes, I believe, quite honestly, as a parliamentarian, you are to represent the people. You are people's interests, not personal interests. And, I am so perturbed, yes. I don't take part in politics. I don't, it's not my cup of tea. But trust me, I figure all of those folks who walk out of the parliament, they should call for their resignation and a by-election. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you, caller. Thank you very much. All right. Innocent, don't call my name. Just can't understand how my dearest relative, Patrick Swan, passed away last Friday at the General Hospital and had to be discovered by a visitor. The intravenous fluid bag was dry. We knew his condition had worsened and sometimes death is inevitable, but there was no sign that attention was given to his final moments. Frightening. It is indeed frightening. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Hey, good morning, sir. How is everything, brother?
I'm good. Welcome to the program.
Our call on the Venezuela president. The plane which America City, Miami, or Dominican Republic, don't travel on that aeroplane. Because they will put some spying thing inside it to set him up, or some bomb later on, because they want to get you very bad, in any case.
Okay.
That's serious thing when they see the plane in Miami, American government sees the plane from it. They say this and the other from some company, buy it from America, excuse. Them the one thing that I alive already. Them will take the plane and do what they got to do, set some device inside there later on when they travel to go places and things, they might just blow it up in the sky. You got to want them out. Okay, be careful. Don't stay up plane. Don't travel a plane. Okay. They keep it and paying for it. One love, you know.
Okay. All right. Thank you, caller. Thank you very much. Very interesting here. Someone says that caller is right. It is a de facto company run by UK and Vatican and Rockefeller control. We not independent. Our leaders are actors in parliament. Play brain games. Okay, let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Yes, Mr. Innocent, my humble apology. I normally don't do that. But hear this. I think that what the callers have been saying, especially the one before, there should be a place in the Constitution that the way the former administration, all of them is the way they're acting is time that we people educate ourselves to see this is not acceptable. And the monies that our Prime Minister, the Honorable Dick Mitchell, given to the opposition, which I think they should withdraw. These people not doing anything for this money. They're embarrassing the people. They're uneducating the people continually, and everything is a puppy show. And to tell you that these people and them have no shame. Them have no shame. Hear this. The former Prime Minister says many times that there is no one available in his party equipped, have the knowledge to run the party. Hence the reason why I think he got somebody from somewhere, a lady, I don't remember the whole detail. And she's still there, yap. And everybody knows the party is not standing firm. And she come exaggerating and showing up. And when you have no shame, you're showing no example to your children. They're going to throw it back at you, you know. Mr. Innocent, have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, caller. Have a good one. One of my WhatsApp contributors says, good morning, Mr. Innocent. The lady that called and said that no security at school when her child arrives, I want to know what time does her son be at school? Because she has to remember the securities don't sleep over at any school. She should be mindful of the time she sends her son to school. Don't blame anyone. Thanks and have a blessed day. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Innocent.
Hi, welcome to the program.
You know, I sit there and I was tempted not to call, but when I listen to some of the comments about walking out and so on, walking out is a normal thing in Parliament. If the callers were aware, if they were conscious, they would look at the Westminster, Parliament in Westminster, and see that walking out is a normal thing. You're looking at Parliament right next door in St. Vincent when the Comrade Gonzalez cussing the leader of the opposition and the leader of the opposition telling him, Ralph, shut up and carrying on. It's normal behavior. And that it makes for healthy democracy. So walking out is no big deal, and to call for resignation and all that, pure nonsense.
Okay. All right. Thank you, caller. Yeah, I listened to that that exchange in the St. Vincent Parliament, and it was like Oliver Samuels meet Larry Joseph, you know. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, hello. Good morning, Innocent. How you doing, man?
I'm alive and thankful. How about you?
Right. Good, man. I just want to make a short contribution here. On Lucas Street, close to where Leonard Shop is, there is a vehicle that is parked there. I think it's about time the Raw Grenada Police Force and Traffic Department, they already take serious issues with these. It's obstructing traffic on a rush hour morning like this.
Where is it? What street?
It's a white Mazda van on Lucas Street, right next to Leonard Shop. And it's obstructing traffic that is coming from Archibald Avenue and so forth. I mean, come on, this is 2024. We need to get to the times for the upgrading of, just proper traffic management. We have too many vehicles on the road for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller. All right, RGPF, Corporal, what's his name? Troy. What again? I had him yesterday. Yeah, you got to look into that. Someone on WhatsApp says, parler means speak, from the French word parler, which means to speak. One of our local patois words. Parlez-vous français? Okay. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Innocent, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Innocent,
Sometimes I hear some people speak, sometimes I wonder. You know, in Iraq, I see in parliament, sometimes I see men take off shoes from their feet and pelting at each other in parliament in Iraq.
In India too?
In England, is one of the forget England. England, the speaker, sometimes when the prime minister get up to make a statement, he cannot even finish because first the chair and the prime minister. You understand? What are you talking about this is saying the resignation in Grenada, who walk with him? This is an you know what years I've seen opposition always working with the parliament. And most of the speaker, they was always go in favor of the government of the day because the speaker, the speaker of the house most of the times been employed by the same very said government. So they always giving a call home court advantage to the person who's in government. And this is what I take place. Cato give Tevez the home court advantage because that is his party. Everybody know that is his party. But I mean, honestly speaking, Keto, the former prime minister wasn't wrong when you asked him to send an apology to the people of Carrico or whatever.
Okay.
Understand?
Okay. All right. Thank you, caller. Have a good day. Folks, it's 4 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Good morning to Tanti Marcy, Keisha, and Khalid from the Care Bear family. How are you doing? Are you doing fine? Let's go to the telephone line and say good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you today?
I am alive and thankful. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Big question for you. Have you met with the Prime Minister lately?
Lately as when? How long ago would you classify as lately?
August, for this August here. Last week before, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
No.
Well, what I would say, this is why the country is going. All these wrong things are happening. Because a man like you in this capacity now, you're a king, and you don't meet the prime minister yet. But that's why things going wrong. And then you hear the people is talking about a number. Don't tell me you're behaving like one of these ministers and them. They're giving you a phone number, but you call it every minute, every hour, every second, and you can't find them. So, as a king, do better.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you, caller. Well, you're trying to put me in cattle belly crossway or what? All right, once again, now, Nawasa, please check out that broken pipeline in Hope in St. Andrew. It's close to Robbie's place in Hope. Please, it's been broken for over a month and a number of reports were made to Nawasa. So please check it out. Good morning, caller.
Good morning to you, Mr. Innocent.
Hi, welcome to the program.
And how are you?
I am alive and thankful. How about you?
When last did you went and see Uncle Ivy?
It's been a while. I haven't been up that side.
Right. As far as I understand, he's in the home in Korshu.
Okay. All right.
So whenever you go to see him, just remind him of Bridgman.
Okay, will do.
For the first person I know that was him.
Okay.
We are very good friends.
Okay.
Right. Now, into the matter. I hear some people saying all kind of things about the politics and the country and whatnot. When you are elected as a candidate, as a parliamentarian, you are elected as a parliamentarian. Your constituency alone don't have that power because you are elected to speak on behalf of the in the parliament. Parliament, not just your constituency. You can be moved from one office, but you're still the parliament. You are a parliamentarian, right? So let us get that clear first of all. And a lady said, take back the money that you give. You hear nothing about taking back money. Yes, there may be people that have not been performing for the money, but you are not about taking back. What is good for the goose have to good for the gander when you raise a pay to things. And I think ministers do deserve, and parliamentarians do deserve raise a pay as anybody else.
Okay.
I have no problem with that. Now, as far as I heard in the news yesterday, the Kenko and the I don't know where to put it. It appears that Kenko is not responsible for buying cane again or bringing cane to be grind. And it is said that 300 acres of lands, cocoa lands, cane lands, right, and workers are losing their jobs. And I really hope that all is done towards the workers losing their job and for a fast recovery into the Kenco scenario. I don't have the details of it, but Kenco was doing a very good job by employing people and utilizing abandoned land. And in Grenada, we have a lot of abandoned land. So government have to assist in seeing if we could cope with these people to get people to cultivate most of the abandoned land.
Okay.
I can tell you that the same Kenco wanted 100 acres of land in Douglaston. And if they had got that, a lot of people have got employment from St. John. 100 acres, and they was paying over $1 million just to lease. There was leasing. Wanted to lease, but there's something went wrong between the ownership of it.
Okay.
So I'm saying we have to look for production. Grenada right now, agriculture, right, we're in a poor state, and it's going to take a long time to bring back agriculture to any substantial position. Cocoa failing, nutmeg failing. So we have to, government have to assist in the best possible way, and I'm not saying they're not assisting, in the best possible way to see how we could revitalize agriculture.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, caller. Thank you. It's 1 minute after 8 o'clock. We do not have access to the BBC, so we'll extend the program up to just about 10 minutes after 8 o'clock. Let's go back to our WhatsApp call. Good morning, caller. Caller, good morning.
Are you hearing me now?
Yes, I am hearing you.
Morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Right. Morning, sir. Thank you. It's amazing that how some of the most ignorant people are usually the loudest of the people. To hear a lady, and it is obvious that she is diametrically opposed to Dr. Kit Mitchell for sure, and the NNP for sure. To say that Deacon Mitchell must take back the money he's paying to the opposition people, excuse me? Where that dumb set of language could come from.
Okay, hold on. Let's hold for 1 second, please, all right? If you listened at the beginning of the program, I said when you're contributing to the program, you'd be as decent as possible. I would prefer you not attacking a previous caller. Make your point, use proper language and so forth, especially with the calling of the parliamentarians and so forth, all right? And we're good. So you can continue.
I hope you don't want me to say the honorable and so on, because I'm not in the House of Parliament.
No, but just, just trim your language, all right?
Okay.
And go ahead.
And I'm sure not obscene for sure. So here we are, with that kind of a mentality. It shows the lack of understanding, knowledge, especially knowledge, but understanding most of all, because when they display that kind of attitude and mentality, it shows what actually is inside of them. Now, the obnoxiousness and the attitude of despite biasness, narrow-mindedness would come from people who doesn't understand and who does hate people as a result. Now, that's part of my contribution. The whole issue with Kenco, people need to understand that Kenco is a separate entity from Renegade. Renegade is the ownership of the factory and the production of the rum and whatever and so on.
Okay.
Kenco is the company that is responsible for producing the canes, or the cane, well, they have a different type of cane, right? But I mean, all is cane. They're producing the cane for the factory. Now, as much as enough, I think, detail has not come out so far. What is obvious is that Renegade is sold. And whatever company that is responsible for the Renegade or the previous Renegade is now not or no longer having Kenco to produce cane for them. Now, we had a similar thing that happened with the rum factory in Woodlands, where cane used to be produced in Grenada for that factory. They now order molasses from Trinidad or wherever they could get it to produce rum. I don't know if that's the same situation that is going to happen with Renegade. But I remember clearly, because that's a subject matter I've dealt with a whole lot. They used to have a program. Well, the owner of Kinko appeared on a radio station in the north a few times. A program I always a part of. I work at Renegade Factory. A lot of people who are involved in Kinko and I are good friends. So I have a pretty good idea because that's issues I discussed. The fact that Kinko leased at about 300 acres of land in Grenada, where a lot of workers were employed. A lot of people were owning money because of leasing their lands. And if we know our situation, similar to what happened in the situation with the factory in Woodlands, it means that a lot of abandoned land, as one of the caller has been pointing out, would be coming back in Grenada. A lot of people would lose a lot of money. A lot of workers would lose a lot of money. Now, should government let that happen? Now, when Renegade was introduced, when Kinko was introduced, one of the reasons they were doing their own production of cane here in Grenada is to create a different flavor or different flavors of rum. Because they know scientifically that different type of cane produce different type of rum. And so this is why they were planting different cane all over the island or wherever they could get lands. And now if you have that kind of situation, it means that we're in a serious situation in Grenada here when it comes to revenue. So I think the government should do their best to get the new company to relate to the same old system, process and system, even though it might be a different name. I don't know whatever you could say, but that is a critical thing given that people lose a dollar.
All right.
People who lose their land plus the workers.
Okay.
Take care, sir.
Thank you, caller. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, caller. Let's take this call here. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Yes, good morning, good morning. That was a very interesting piece that last caller gave there. A lot of food for thought, a lot of information, a lot of clarity.
Okay, yep,
yes,
certainly was.
Yes, a lot of clarity that people need. That kind of discussion we need. But I just wanted to share a little thing. This old broadcaster wanted to share a little thing that used to happen in the past. As somebody earlier on spoke about what happens in Parliament. It is true. You remember this song by Explainer in Parliament, the kick sing?
Yes, definitely.
Good. It happens everywhere. There was an international news story where one parliamentarian threw a shoe at the other one, and that was a big story going around, you know? So it happens. But what happened in the past, as I can remember, when we were bringing Parliament live, we had to take control of the situation. Okay, because we had to help the nation to show respect to the parliamentarians when they see them outside. So we had to sit there and be paying attention. We were schooled that way and know what to cut out. You understand? So we had instrumental music, no vocals. So we had instrumental music there, standing by. And when certain things would be happening, we had to cut it. You understand?
Okay.
Today they may say, well, then there was no transparency then. I don't know. I am not saying if that method was right or wrong, but I'm just saying what happened in the past, yes? Because I remember also when the People's Alliance, was it? Yes, and there was a time Kenrick Radix asked for some water, and they were bringing the jug with the glasses and so. And he started that he didn't know that that colonial thing, and he wanted his water in the calabash. Nobody else heard that but the announcers and the people in Parliament. You understand?
Okay.
You understand? So it
Henrik Radix was a guy, eh? He was a guy.
What I'm saying, Parliament was not thrown out there carte blanche. You know, I suspect it was for the reason for the nation to have respect for them. Because they would argue. Remember, it's the government side and the opposition side. They would argue. They would disagree on things. Yeah? But you want the nation when they see them. You want when they visit a school. You want school children to have respect for them. So it was not thrown out the carte blanche. And as I say, I don't know. I am not saying that it was right or wrong. I'm just telling you what happened in the past. There are things that only us heard in our headphones.
Okay.
All right.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Have a good day. All right, let's entertain this caller via our WhatsApp platform. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome to the program.
All right. Yesterday, I happened to be traveling on the Eastern Main Road in the White Gun area, and I observed that some boulders and pieces of rock fell from the hill, and they were lodged in the drain. And there was this bobcat trying to remove them. You got to use the proper tools to get the job done effectively, and so you don't use a claw hammer to break a boulder. And using a bobcat wasn't the right piece of equipment to use. Okay. What they should have done was to use a hoe, a backhoe is the correct thing, which you call backhoe.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. The backhoe has a back piece, which you call a hoe, and that was the effective tool to use, equipment to use. The bobcat only has a shovel to the front, and by that now it is digging the drain and is making it a lot deeper.
Right.
So come on, Ministry of Works. You need supervision on your on your jobs, right? And if there was a supervisor around, they'd have known that the bobcat was not the proper equipment to use there.
Okay.
So I'm only saying that for what it's worth.
Thank you very much for your observation. I do hope that the relevant ministries and authorities heard you. All right?
Thank you.
Have a good day, bro. All right, folks, it's now 11 minutes after. This is where we pull the wrap on the program for today. Before I do that, I just want to read this message that just came in. Good morning to Dr. Keith Mitchell. Come back soon. You are for the poor people. You are a good man. All right. To all those of you who contributed to the program one way or the other, thank you very much. And if the good Lord spare your lives, and we're around. We'll do it again tomorrow, same time, frequencies, channels, and platforms. Until then, bye-bye. Have a good day. Love you.